All right, you guys. I feel like it's now or never. So I am going to do a 24 by 36. I have white mixed already. I have cobalt blue mixed. I have Payne's gray 50-50 with titanium white that I'm going to do in the center of this like flower pour over. I have sky blue. I have olive green, and then I am pouring over this time blue. This is not a white pour over. This is not a black pour over. We are branching out, people, and I don't know if anybody's ever done this before, so let me know if you've ever seen it, but I've never seen a colored pour over before, where it's anything other than white or black, because everybody else uses Deco Art paints. And I don't think they show through other colors, or I don't think
Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze. I can't stop staring. You've put a spell on me, and I hope that you never decide to set me free. The way you're moving, it's got me moving my own feet. The greatest feeling that I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. And I'm taking, darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Take this slow, we've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. Yeah, you and I as one will always be better than two.
All right, you guys. I think it's done doing what it's doing. I have a lot of interesting detail in these cells. This is very different from the black one, you guys. These aren't like perfect patterns or perfect anything. It's all very And then these, man, I tilted, just to get this out, I tilted it. But you know what? These don't really bother me because they add something different other than just a canvas full of cells. They still add structure. They still have, it's not just like a blob. And then you have like pieces here and there that are cells. So this doesn't bother me how this turned out. Down in there, I'm just surprised that I didn't get more Payne's Gray. And then you go back down in through the middle and you have these really big periwinkle cells, and then down into the sky blue. And I'm glad everything didn't fill in. I hope it doesn't. Like, that's a great amount of cells in there. And then you just get in through here where these cells are pretty big. And then at the bottom, kind of interesting how it did that. I kind of like it. It kind of like created a border at the bottom. It's so bizarre. All these little like candy corn cells. I don't know. And then the fish broke up the party. And we have the fish's trail. And then we go back to all these cells. These are all the sky blue and the cobalt, no, and the Payne's Gray. So that's the Payne's Gray in there. I wish there was more of it. I can't believe, since it was in the center, that I only got this one like corner of it. But yeah, and then you get back up into this green that's just like, God, I had to tilt. I'm not even sure this worked so well on a small canvas, and then you go big and you never know what you're gonna get. But I actually like it. I'm not sure if I like it that way or that way. But it's very, very interesting. So I will bring you guys back when it's dry. Hey guys, so here is this painting dry. I actually like the way it turned out, despite my issues tilting. First I want to say that's why it's really important. I think if you go back and you look at the video, I've watched it a million times while I was editing it. When I ran to the other side to start tilting, I should have gone to the bottom far right corner, not tried to tilt all the paint back. I just thought I had too much paint down there, and if I tilted off that corner, everything would have gone off, and then I wouldn't have had enough paint to get all the way down to the bottom closest to the camera. I think that was a bad decision. Because I never would have had to tilt back, because I just shifted the weight of all the paint from that side and brought it all the way down 36 inches down to the bottom. Then I had to bring all of that paint all the way back up 36 inches.
So I think that is why the green got distorted. But I'm not overly upset with the result of it because I still think it's very cool. So we'll start up at the top. That's the Payne's gray and the sky blue mixed together, and then the fish trail on the left. Doesn't that look like a fish? I don't know. But then you get these, like, I'm just in love with these patterns on the side. And that's the only reason I tilted it, you guys. I've stopped tilting these after I do the original tilt. Remember how I used to go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth? I've stopped doing that. The only reason I did it this time is because I saw these on the edge and they were itty bitty, and I wanted to enlarge them a little so they wouldn't drip off. But that's the only reason I did that. And they provided such a cool detail on this edge that I'm glad I did it. So one thing that's super interesting that I want you guys to take note, that this does not happen on the black that I have seen or that I am aware of. But if you note in these cells, the blue comes through. The blue pour over color is coming through these cells and creating a whole different pattern, which is kind of nice because when these were wet, these were just straight blue cells. And I like that they have this like definition in them, and that the cells aren't just flat. They have structure. Every single one has a little more structure. So I'm happy that that happened. I don't know how that happens, you guys. I don't know how the blue determines what's coming through and what's not, but man, I got my like headlamp out last night and I was dissecting this, and it's definitely 100% that blue. So just really, really, really cool that they didn't just end up being like, these were just flat purple or periwinkle, whatever, cells. And now see how they have that like black, well, it's blue, line around them that kind of gives them like texture. Look at how cool those three cells are. Like, look at the patterns in that. That is just so super cool, you guys. Then you get up into here, and then you get up into the olive green that got the brunt of, because this was the corner that I tilted off, and then I went from the green corner all the way down to there, and then I went back. This wasn't smart, you guys. But I'm not overly unhappy with it. It ended up turning out great, in my opinion. It doesn't all have to be perfect cells. Just kind of the juxtaposition of like the hot mess at the top, and then the like structured cells with like crazy patterns on the inside. So, and they still have structure, and there's still the blue coming in around. So it's not like it's just like a big blob of paint. It actually turned out well. So if you've stayed this long, how I did this, I mixed my paints exactly the same as I did with the tutorial. The puddle paints are mixed exactly the same. My pour over paint is 1 part Floetrol, 1 part water, and 1 part Amsterdam cyan. That is how this is working. I'm finding a lot of Amsterdam colors work. So I'm going to continue testing different colors and doing different things. And I hope you like this video, you guys, and I will see you next time.